Wishing they was home, they got jammed up, kept discussing business on the phone. But Scotty, boy, we 200 bands off them $20 flips. I'm going by myself when it's time to up. That way police don't have a clue when turn up. I'm dolo when I'm out making different moves. Pull up to the shop just to pick and choose. I'm that, don't get confused, cause even when them prayed I didn't lose. Machine.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life in the gas talk. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us. 7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phones.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made. Guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Tempo.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Check 50.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissic. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Eluding the pressure right. Open man, it's Vanette. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Dancing to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette. That'll bring up second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game was we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now he'll let it go deep down the left. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's McKissic, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy,
it'll be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for a defense, because when they came out on the field, their number one mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Do some.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Nazir Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Michael Palardy now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. 23 yards on the play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. Forced out to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mario Addison in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
14.
Here's Wilson to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Being chased out left. He lets it fly for Locke. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Throwing is Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
19. 14.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Kendall Wright, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Janikowski adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out to kick is Janikowski. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Check girls. Great. What are you?
Here's Newton now on second down. Flushed out right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Buying time. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you cut down your field in a big way, significantly. And the guys who play in the second and third level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out for Olsen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And this one is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that'll bring up second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. J.D. McKissick with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On second and 10, Newton eluding the pressure right. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And give him a gain of 37.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Newton on first down. Smith catches left side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Newton throwing again. Flush to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He's going to get it running right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
Hey. 20.
From the gun, here's Newton. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. K1 Short in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. And the pressure gets to him again.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And Gano's kick is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dontari Poe getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Now he's forced out. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. They still can't get it. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Carolina getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Palardy now on the punt as he sends this one away. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On first down, Wilson dancing to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run with McKissick. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Panthers are going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Go 14. Spread left, spread left.
On third down, Wilson. That escapes the sack. Escaping the pressure right. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Gano's kick is right through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go 14. Spread left, spread left. Spot that.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. And he's got room. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off play action, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Flush to his right. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Lockett. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Wilson. Just keeping the play alive. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Hey, over here, over here. 19.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man, it's right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And 21 yards there as they convert on third. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Baldwin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Janikowski good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A dump off to Elliott. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They go play action here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our...
And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Wilson on first down. It's caught. Baldwin. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way.
Hey, tempo. Check. Fresno.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Wilson. Open man, it's Vanette. Oh, some strong running. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
18. Let's go. We got three. Three down.
Here's Wilson on first down. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. J.D. McKissick with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A carry now for McKissick. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Wilson. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. K'Wan Short. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Here we go. Eight. Great.
Play action. It's Newton. Steps away. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Nazir Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Do something. 8. 8. Gun. Great. Set. Go. Set.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And out now come the Seahawks. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
On the ball. Do some. Express. 8.
Now Newton on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And some space here. There he goes inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Newton now to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all good.
Now your favorite rapper name